皆さんおはようございます。Thank you for joining me today. This is the Easy Japanese News Article of the Day for May 26, 2026. 2026年5月26日の今日の記事でございます。So for our headline today, we have プロ野球の巨人の阿部監督が警察に捕まって監督を辞めた。And here is our vocabulary list from the headline. We have プロ野球Professional baseball, 巨人, Giants. Now this is Giants, the baseball team, but the word 巨人 does just mean Giants as well. 監督 is a director or manager, in this case the manager of the baseball team. 監督. We have 警察 is the police. 捕まる is to be arrested or caught, apprehended. And 辞める is to quit.Okay, so jumping back into our headline, we have プロ野球の So プロ野球 would be professional baseball, の something of professional baseball. 巨人 and 巨人 is going to be the Giants, who are a professional baseball team. So プロ野球の巨人 the Giants, a professional baseball team. の something from the Giants. 阿部監督So, Abe is a name and kantoku is a position, a manager. So, manager Abe ga. This ga tells us he's going to do something or be something. And then, keisatsu is going to be the police. We use the particle ni with our verb here, tsukamaru. And this tsukamaru is in the te form. So, tsukamatte. And tsukamaru is to arrest.Or to be apprehended, to be caught. And we use the particle ni to show who we're being caught by. So, 警察に捕まって would be arrested by police. And then this te form tells us there's more coming after it. And so that is 監督を辞めた. So, 監督, once again, is the manager. O, it's going to do something to that manager position.With our object particle o, and 辞めた is 辞める to quit in the past tense. So, quit the office or position of being a manager. So, プロ野球の巨人の阿部監督が警察に捕まって監督を辞めた. So, Abe, the manager of the Giants baseball team, pro baseball team,was arrested by police and quit being the manager or resigned as the manager. And here is our vocabulary from the rest of the article. We have 夜, which is night or evening. 喧嘩 is a fight. 止める is to stop, to like stop an action. 止める. We have 娘, which is daughter.押す to push. 倒す is to like knock something down or to take something down, make something fall over. 相談する is to consult or discuss something. 児童相談所 would be a child consultation center. You'll notice we have that 相談 in there. 相談する and 児童相談所. We have 伝わるwhich is for something to be conveyed or something to be passed on somewhere else. 逮捕する is to arrest something. 連れて行く is to bring. Now this is used for living things. For bringing an object, we would use 持っていく, etc. We have 泣く is to cry. 笑う is to laugh. 関係 is a relationship.And 迷惑 is trouble. All right, so for today, we also have a grammar point here, and this is going to be the volitional form of a verb followed by とする. So this means to attempt to do the verb, or the verb is about to happen. You're about to do something, or something is about to happen. So looking at our examples here, we have 伝えようとしたけれど誰も聞いてくれなかった. So our verb that we put in the volitional form here is 伝える, which is to convey a message, to tell someone something. And that in the volitional form is 伝えよう. So 伝えようとした is とする. We take that する, put it in the past tense, since this is something she attempted to do. So she tried to tell them. けれど, this is a but. So there are more formal forms or more casual. This is kind of a middle ground. There's けど, and then けれども. This is a middle ground, けれど. So she tried to tell them, but 誰も. This is a way we can say no one as long as our verb is in the negative, which if we look at the end it is. 誰も can also mean everyone, but in this case, 誰も with the negative is no one. And then 聞いて is our verb 聞く in the て form, and we're using the て form to attach くれる. So when we have てくれる, that's someone being nice or you feeling grateful that someone did something. But then we also have that くれる in the past negative. So くれなかった. So they did not do the kind thing of listening. So 伝えようとしたけれど誰も聞いてくれなかった. She tried or attempted to tell them, but no one was kind enough to listen. Okay, then we have 毎日日本語を話す機会を増やそうとしているけど、海外では難しいね。So, 毎日, every single day or every day, 日本語, Japanese, を we're gonna do something to Japanese, and that verb is 話す, which is to speak. So, 日本語を話す is speaking Japanese, and that is describing our 機会, which is an opportunity or chance. So, chance or opportunity to speak Japanese, を particle を for our object, 増やそうとしているけれど. So 増やそう, this is our verb 増やす to increase something, and that is in the volitional 増やそうとしている. So our とする, we're taking that する and putting it in the ている form. Say we're currently doing something. So I am currently trying to increase the opportunities I have to speak Japanese. With this けど here, there's a but. 海外では難しいね. So 海外 is outside of Japan, literally overseas. で our location particle followed by は as our kind of main topic or framework here. As far as being overseas, 難しいね. 難しい, difficult, and that ね kind of asking for sympathy almost. You kind of feel that? It's really hard, isn't it? So, 毎日日本語を話す機会を増やそうとしているけど、海外では難しいね. I'm trying to increase the opportunities for me to speak Japanese every day. Sorry, I forgot the every day in my translation there, but that's okay. けど, but 海外では難しいね. It is hard while I am not in Japan or while I am overseas, etc. Okay, and our final example here, we have 日が昇ろうとしているところでプロポーズをしました. So this is kind of our second meaning of the about to verb, or the verb is about to happen. So 日が昇る is how we say the sun. 日が is going to do something, and our action there is 昇る. And that is being put in the volitional form. So 昇ろうとしている is right as the sun is about to rise, right? And then we have ところで. This is kind of a grammar. I believe it's an N4 grammar. You can look this one up, but basically it's like at that certain point or instant. And when that's in the ている, that's happening right now. So at the instant that the sun was about to rise up, 日が昇ろうとしているところでプロポーズをしました. So propose is how we say to propose. And this is definitely a proposal of marriage here. をしました. This is する in the past tense of the must form しました。
プロ野球のチーム巨人の阿部慎之助監督が警察に捕まってその後で監督を辞めました。警察などによると阿部監督は昨日の夜家で子供の喧嘩を止めようとして18歳の娘を押して倒したそうです。娘は AI にどうしたらいいか聞きました。AI は児童相談所というところに相談できると答えました。それで娘が児童相談所に電話をすると話が警察に伝わって警察が阿部監督を逮捕しました。娘は父が警察に連れて行かれて泣いてしまいました。父とはいつも笑って話す関係ですと言っています。阿部監督はすぐに警察から家に帰りました。しかし多くの人に迷惑をかけたと言って今日監督を辞めました。
Okay, let's jump right into our article.
プロ野球のチーム巨人の阿部慎之助監督が警察に捕まってその後で監督を辞めました。
Okay, so we have プロ野球. Once again, プロ野球 professional baseball, no something of professional baseball. チーム a team of professional baseball. 巨人 is the Giants. No something from or of the Giants or about the Giants. And 阿部慎之助監督. So 阿部慎之助 will be his name. First name Shinnosuke, last name Abe. In Japanese, we always put the last name first. So Abe Shinnosuke Kantoku, the manager Abe Shinnosuke of the Giants team in pro baseball, ga, is going to do something or be something here. 警察に捕まって. So 警察, the police, に捕まる is to be apprehended or arrested by police. Then we have 捕まる in the te form. So he was arrested by police and something else is going to happen. その後で. その後 is how we say thereafter. And that day is just the particle we use for 後 here. その後で thereafter. 監督を辞めました。辞めました。Sorry. 監督を辞めました。監督 the manager を辞めました。So it is the thing that he resigned from. He resigned being the manager. That's what that O particle is doing there, telling us that's the thing that he resigned from.
警察などによると、阿部監督は昨日の夜、家で子供の喧嘩を止めようとして、18歳の娘を押して倒したそうです。
Okay, 警察などによると。So 警察, once again, the police. We have など, that's and others similar to them, similar. Others or related parties. によると is how we say according to. So we're getting our information from somewhere else. So 警察などによると. According to the police and other authorities, etc. 安倍監督は So 安倍監督 Manager 安倍は our main topic or framework here 25日の夜 So I believe she said 昨日の夜 which would be yesterday And then yoru is going to be evening. And that no tells us the evening is the evening of yesterday. But here we have 25日, which is the 25th. And then 家で at home, home being 家, this de telling us that's our location particle. 子供 is children. 子供の something of the children. 喧嘩 is a fight. So a fight between the children. お is going to do something to that fight. And our verb is 止める. So to stop someone from doing something, either yourself or someone else, we can use this with. And 止める is to stop that. And we are putting that in our volitional form. And とする, which is our grammar point of the day. So there is an attempt to do this verb. So 止める it'd be to stop. 止めようとする would be attempt to stop. And then we have our する here in the te form. So after this attempt is made, something else is going to happen. So on the evening of the 25th, he, manager Abe, attempted to stop a fight between his children. And 18歳の娘. So 18歳 is 18 years of age. This sai means years of age. の娘. This no is saying that this thing before is describing our thing after here. A describes B. So the daughter, who is 18 years old, o. So he did something to this daughter with this particle o. She was the object of this verb. 押して osu is to push. And then we have, that's in the te form. Then we have our next verb is 倒した. So 倒す is to knock down or make something fall over. And that is in the past tense. So it goes from 倒す to 倒した. And all of that is connected to so or so des here, which means this is something we hear. We hearsay. So we're not exactly sure what happened, but apparently this is what happened. He attempted to stop a fight between his children and pushed and knocked over his 18-year-old daughter.
娘は AI にどうしたらいいか聞きました。
Okay, so we have 娘は the daughter, so that daughter who was pushed over following our previous sentence. は when it comes to that daughter, our topic or main framework here. AI にどうしたらいいか. So this is with this ka here. This is an embedded question. So a lot of times before the ka, you can almost think of it as having parentheses somewhere, and there's a quote or a thought or something like this that is embedded in the main sentence. So if we were to look at the main sentence, 娘は the daughter did what? 聞きました. So she asked, 聞く in our past mas form. So she asked something, and what did she ask? This ka tells us that it was a question, and this is our question here. AI にどうしたらいいか. So to the AI, どうしたらいい is a way to say, what should I do? So どうしたら literally, how do I do it? And or if I did it, how? And then I, would it be good? So if I did it, how would it be good? It's one way in Japanese we could say, what should I do? どうしたらいいか聞きました. So the daughter asked an AI what to do. She didn't know what to do.
AI は児童相談所というところに相談できると答えました。
Okay, AI は So AI is our main topic or framework here. When it comes to the AI that was asked this question, 児童相談所. 児童相談所 is the child consulting center, I believe. という this is a called. So if we have A という B, it will be a B called A. A という B. B called A. And the word after という is ところ. So is a location or place. So a place called a child consultation center に相談できる. So 相談する is how we would say to consult or discuss an issue with someone. This ni tells us who we are discussing with, this place called the Child Consulting Center. And then instead of suru, we have dekiru, saying that it is possible. So you can consult with a place called a Child Consultation Center. To kotaemashita. So to is very similar to ka in that we say there is like an idea or a full sentence within this sentence. And that idea kind of ends with a to. And the difference between ka and to here would be that this one is not necessarily a question, right? So instead of a ka, we're using a to. So the AI, the verb that the AI did is kotaemashita, to answer or respond. In the past tense, kotaeru goes to kotaemashita, the polite formal past tense. So the AI responded that she can discuss or consult with a place called the Child Consultation Center.
それで娘が児童相談所に電話をすると、話が警察に伝わって、警察が安倍監督を逮捕しました。
Okay, それで is kind of like a therefore or following what happened earlier. 娘が the daughter with our particle が here, she's gonna do something or be something. 児童相談所 the child consultation center に電話をすると. So 電話 is phone をする is how we say make a phone call. And then this ni tells us that is where we are making our phone call. So 娘が児童相談所に電話をすると. And this to is like upon or after doing this. So after she called the Child Consultation Center, 話が the story or what she said が警察に伝わって. So 警察 is police. に toward or directed towards the police. 伝わって. So 伝わる is to be conveyed. Information is being conveyed or told to. So this story of what happened to her was told to the police. And with that te form there, 伝わって、警察が the police が we're gonna do something here. 安倍監督を逮捕しました. So manager Abe を they're doing something to him. 逮捕. 逮捕 is arresting when we have the verb suru following it. And that suru is being put in the polite past tense for しました. So upon the daughter calling the Child Consultation Center, the story of what happened was conveyed to the police, and the police arrested the manager Abe. Now, the word choice here is important because they didn't say 伝える. So 伝える is when someone specifically tells someone something. But here we don't have 伝える, we have 伝わる. So this is a transitive, intransitive thing. Japanese has a lot of verbs that are very similar, but one is where someone is doing the action and the other one is where the action just happens. Sometimes it can change focus, or sometimes it can change who is doing something, right? So here, the daughter did not tell the police, but the story of what happened to her was conveyed to police, right? And then the police came and arrested Abe, the manager.
娘は父が警察に連れて行かれて泣いてしまいました。
Okay, so if we look at things here, this is a quote from the daughter having several sentences, so we'll just break them down one at a time. So 娘は the daughter said 父が so 父 is a way to refer to your own father. が the father is going to do something. 警察に連れて行かれて 警察に this ni is being used because we have a passive verb here. 連れて行く. So 連れて行く would be to bring someone. Now this is being in the passive form. 連れて行かれる. So to be brought by someone. And that by is kind of what our ni is doing here. So 父は警察に連れて行かれて. So my father was brought away by the police. Then this 連れて行かれる is in the te form. The te form tells us there's more coming after. So my father was brought away by the police and 泣いてしまいました. So the subject changes here. We're actually talking about what the daughter did now. And this is 泣いて comes from 泣く to cry. That's in the te form. And we have it in the te form so we can connect しまう or しまいました to that verb. You say it is a regrettable thing that happened or sad or completely something that completely happened. So my father was taken away and I completely cried. I bawled my eyes out or something like that.
父とはいつも笑って話す関係ですと言っています。
Okay, so we have our quote finishing and then our quote inside of it. So, 娘は, if we were to just ignore the quote for a second, 娘は, what is she doing? と言っています. This is our verb you to say something, using that same to quote what comes before it. So, she said, and then this と言っています, okay, she is saying that. This is some information that she has told people and she hasn't changed her story. And what is the thing she said? 父とは. So 父, this is my father. とは, this to is kind of like with my father. And this wa kind of gives us our framework when it comes to with my father. いつも is always. 笑って. 笑って is to laugh in the te form. 笑う. 笑って. 話す is to speak. And all of that is describing 関係. So 関係 is a relationship. So with my father, I have, or there is, with this des, there is a relationship wherein we are always いつも笑って話す. We are always laughing and talking. So apparently they have a very good relationship. And that is what she said. I have a very good relation. I have a relationship with my father where we're always laughing and talking.
安倍監督はすぐに警察から家に帰りました。
Okay, 安倍監督は. So when it comes to manager Abe, すぐに. This is right away. One of the many ways we can say right away. 警察から. 警察, the police, から, from the police. 家に帰りました. So 家, house, に, towards or to. And our verb 帰る or 帰りました. This is in the past formal of 帰る to return. So he went home pretty much immediately from the police officer's place thereafter. Yeah, they don't say what place, but yeah, the police station probably. So he was released immediately thereafter.
しかし多くの人に迷惑をかけたと言って今日監督を辞めました。
Okay, しかし this is a fancy however. So we talked about, oh, he was released from police custody right away. However, 多くの人. So 多く is how we say many. If we're going to attach that to a noun, we'll use no, 多くの. And the noun we're attaching to is 人, which is people. So many people, に to these many people, 迷惑をかけた. So 迷惑 is trouble. And there's also a phrase 迷惑をかける, which is to cause others trouble, to burden others. And that is being put in the past tense. So I caused trouble to many people 多くの人に迷惑をかけたと言って so this is a quote, and in this case the と is telling us that it actually is something that is said from our verb you to say in the te form. So he said, I caused many people a lot of trouble. And the te form tells us, and 26日に where she said 今日 today, the 26th, 監督を the manager position を辞めました resigned or quit from the manager position. So kind of a very crazy situation going on. I don't really like to give my opinion on all of these news articles, but it's kind of crazy and scary. If you listen to the daughter's story, I mean, she was kind of caught in the moment, and she asked AI, what should I do? And it said, yes, you should call these people. The daughter did not want the police to come, but this child consultation center sent the police anyways. And she, she's 18, so, she's pretty much an adult. But she did not want the police to come. She was just asking for advice. And the AI sent her to the child consultation center, who then sent over the police. And her father was arrested, and now he is no longer the Giants manager of the baseball team. I'm not going to say anyone is in the right or wrong here, but it's kind of crazy that the systems are in place where she went for advice and it ended up in her father being arrested and now quitting. If you get into Japanese culture, when someone says they resign, it's kind of expected that they resign. They're in a lot of trouble, and that's kind of how you get out of it. You just say, yeah, I did bad. So even if he didn't feel like he did anything super wrong, I'm sure he regretted that he might have injured her daughter. But she also said she did not suffer any injuries whatsoever. That's her own words. So just a sad situation all around, and kind of a crazy thing that, kind of thinking about the future of AI and what good or bad it can cause. Kind of an interesting, thought-provoking story, but sad all around. Either way, just sad. So anyways, thank you so much for being here, but I will plan on seeing you around. I am sorry there's been fewer articles. I'm trying to pick up the slack, but my daughters just got out of school, so there might be more noise in the background, and I apologize for that. But any Japanese you hear from them in the background, that is free of charge. So, well, you're on YouTube, so you're free of charge anyways. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you around. Mata ne!